Good evening. I am Miriam Abdulkawi, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. A spree of violence ended 2025. We'll tell you about the 3 shootings that left 4 dead and 6 injured. And he says his common-law wife beat him up at work and pulled out his locks. You'll hear one man's cry against domestic violence tonight. Plus, we'll talk to the mother of the first baby of the new year. Her name is Chosen. These stories and much more are ahead on 7 News tonight, so please stay tuned.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe on the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle's sober, it can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and team that transport now, and nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears picnic and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you the back, and now I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know the same make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And the same make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
As the year ends, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. May your home be filled with love, peace, and joy. We are grateful for your continued trust and loyalty.
You have trusted us with the moments that matter the most. Pursuing your dreams, growing your businesses, and building a brighter future. For that trust and confidence, we say thank you. It has been an honor to be a part of your journey. From our Atlantic Bank family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Where are the rake for tonight, man?
20 please. For the 4 and turn that back way.
Right, 20.
Play a fine chili there. Say that the rake. I know baby play 1, 2, and 3. I want to try collect quick now.
Bolito just got easy. Now you can play your lucky rake with DigiWallet. Register and cash in to get started. Download the Bolito app and set DigiWallet as your pay and payout method.
Bolito win.
Get in it.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, ensuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, ensuring you from life's unexpected.
Name me 3 tongues and country I believe.
Tongues? Oh, tongue.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue.
Fire, reef, and blue hole.
And I think
Can
to
anyone
myself,
volunteer to fight?
what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue.
We want you to see what it is your parents do, how hard they work for you.
Bright, blessed day, the dark, sacred night.
Uncle Cardell.
Think to myself,
I do want chocolate, right? It's fun many times. Lots of work.
drop it like it's hot.
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe on the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle sober, it can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and you drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, you know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and team that transport now, and nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears, pick me and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you the back, and now I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know they say make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And they say make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
We begin our newscast with one of our top stories tonight, where 2025 ended with a spree of violence, leaving 4 dead and 7 persons shot. It all happened on New Year's Eve, and the most shocking event was what can only be called a mass shooting in Independence Village. That happened just after 9:30, when unthinkable drug-related violence shattered what should have been a night of celebration in Independence Village, leaving 7 persons shot, and 1 of them died the next day. And the incomprehensible shooting spree leaves behind an even deeper story of a family man caught in a burst of gunfire, which police say was not meant for him. Our very own Jaleesa Roberts went south and tells this story.
This is Flowers, the parrot of 39-year-old Keith Logan. And, from his dejected appearance, it seems this animal knows that his owner will not be returning home. Keith Logan died in a shooting here at Timmy's Bar on New Year's Eve. The bullet indentations on the wall leading to the back of the bar follow the track of where the target, Rommel Middleton, ran to escape his killer.
What the investigators have gathered so far in this ongoing investigation is that the culprit arrived on a motorcycle and fired several shots at a person whom we believe to have been the intended target. When that target ran off, the male person continued firing shots at him, which resulted in the injury of the other persons in that area. This shooting resulted in the injury of 6 persons as stated, namely Carol Cadle, Marian Logan, Marlon Logan, Robert Buckley, Romel Milton, and Rupert Jones. And the shooting injury of Mr. Keith Logan, who subsequently succumbed to the injuries that he sustained at around 10 o'clock a.m. on 1st January 2026. Police have secured several pieces of items that are of evidential value and are seeking 2 persons in relation to this ongoing investigation. The department takes this opportunity to remind the general public that it is an offense to harbor or conceal wanted persons.
Police have recovered several items of evidential value from the scene and are seeking 2 persons in connection with the ongoing investigation. But was this a mass shooting and what prompted it? Our sources say it is a turf war over drugs.
There was a fatal shooting in Bear Vista on Christmas morning, and you had confirmed that was drug related. We have received information that murder is related to this shooting/murder. Have you all confirmed that? Is it a retaliatory measure? Is it some kind of drug war happening between rival drug dealers in these adjacent communities?
What I will say is that it is an ongoing investigation, and I will urge everyone who has information to assist in this investigation to provide that information to the police.
Is this a turf war, ASP Smith?
Mr. Vasquez, the information that has been disclosed is the extent to which the department wishes to disclose, and as I've advised, that as progress is made, that will be shared.
And while police stonewall, there's escalating violence in the South. And for the Logan family, the last thing they would have expected was that an evening of socializing between cousins would have ended in murder. Keith was a family man and now leaves behind a 5-year-old and a niece he helped raise and care for. His sister, Shannon Neal.
Keith was very humble. I would scold him a lot because he would be out there every time. Every time you want to find Keith, he's right there. You know, and sometimes I would come home and he's drunk and I would be like, brother, you need to do better than that. You know, he would pack up his little stuff and leave. I would be worried because I know, come back like a day or two. Then when I see his little bag in the corner, I'm happy because he has his own house. But he prefers to stay here because my little girl, he helps me with my little girl, taking her to school, helping me a lot. He's very, very humble. He wouldn't hurt a fly. People do him a lot of things out there. He come home. Me and my mom would be the one to catch fever for him. We'd be like, leave people alone, sis, left them alone. That don't make no sense. Fool with people, anybody could say that.
And now you guys need to go into the new year without him. So can you talk to us about how you plan to move forward from this?
I don't know how. He's my help. He helps me with everything. I don't know how. My mom especially, as you can see, she doesn't even walk. So I don't know how she's going to be the one. I have to be the strong one, but at this point, what can I do?
And in this despair and confusion, a mother who is already unable to walk is left to mourn one of her sons as the year begins. 6 persons left injured with a scar that their friend and family member did not make it through 2026. Jaleesa Roberts, 7 News.
Police are seeking 2 persons of interest in relation to the mass casualty. And the New Year's Eve violence started in the city just after 6 on Wednesday night. That's when Ian Arthurs was killed not far from his home. We got 2 sides of this story from police and his family today.
This morning, Cheryl Arthurs stood at the corner where her baby brother, 45-year-old Ian Arthurs, was murdered on Wednesday night, and her daughter, Sherilyn Butler, was shot. She was looking for answers. How could it have happened just a few hundred feet from their home? And to a brother she knew for his light-hearted personality.
Ian is my baby brother. Ian is not a trouble person. Ian that even kill a fly. Ian kill nobody.
So why was he targeted?
Ian was targeted, I guess, because maybe because you said the area where we live in, and because of Ian friends.
At 6:20 p.m., Arthurs was driving a pickup at the corner of Crawl and Farbers Road. He had come to a stop when a gunman pulled up from behind on motorcycle and shot him multiple times through the driver's side window, also injuring his niece, who was getting out of the passenger seat. He died shortly after arriving at the KHMH while she was treated and released for a gunshot that penetrated the left side of her chest. Tensions in the area, which is a nexus between rival gangs, had been high since Monday when this Mercury Mariner was shot multiple times on an adjoining street.
Was this a retaliation for that shooting which happened on the morning of Monday, December 29th?
The investigation is ongoing. What I will say is that that incident is being explored as being one that is connected to this one. And we have certainly regarded this shooting, which resulted in the death of Mr. Arthurs, as a gang-related incident.
But knowing the tension in the area, did police fail to respond adequately to prevent the New Year's Eve murder?
Since they had the incident on Monday, the 29th, should the police have stepped up presence and patrols in the area, particularly in that tight border between Crawl Road turf and SSG turf, to avoid a retaliation?
I don't know. I cannot say that there was a failure on police's part, because as you would know, very small opportunity needs to present itself for these persons who have criminal desires to effect them. Police officers were in the area and were able to respond within a reasonable time, and they also apprehended one person who was detained in connection to this incident.
His sister says it's only the police who have labeled her brother a gang member.
I want boldly put the blame on the police department, because they label my brother being a gang member. One 45-year-old man being a gang member, it is very ridiculous. And they label on that put he as, then they put on a charge panel being member of a gang. They know why they put that charge panel. They know that they want bogus charge. They know Ian Arthurs, they don't know a gang member. They knows that very well.
Your brother have links with SSG, and because of that, he's labeled as SSG. What would you say in response to that?
Definitely negative and definitely no. My brother hang with there. Yes, we know and say no. He hang with there and then they friends, but he no one part of no SSG gang, and they know that. The police know that, but because they know he hang with there, they cannot tell my brother, they can't tell me, they can't tell you Jews who he hang with. Can they? No. So that's the problem.
So my T have been targeted though, because maybe they couldn't get to who they want hurt in a SSG. Whoever shot her, they couldn't reach them people there, and they decide you can't catch Harry, you catch a shirt.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing about that, because I don't know of nothing where they want to kill them. I can't say that part there, but I could talk for my brother, and I want to talk a million times for my brother. My brother don't know gang member. My brother don't kill nobody.
The reasons why we believe that it is gang related is because of the area where it occurred, as well as the fact that, as you stated, it is a vehicle that is tied to a gang that operates in that area. I will also say that Mr. Arthurs is currently, well, at the time of his demise, was before the court, had a matter before the court in related to being a member of a gang, and he has also been convicted in the past for possession of prohibited firearm.
But for his big sister, Ian Arthurs was none of those things.
My brother, that one friendly person, no bother nobody. Everybody know Ian. He na Punta King. They call him Punta King. They call him ladies man, because they know he like a lady. And the next thing, when they say hustle, he not a hustler. He a hustle however. He has hustle like there is no hustle. We need artists. We work hard in the streets, you understand me? Like right now, I cry, but knowing he may say, girl Cheryl, stop cry. Why you the cry for, sister? Stop cry. You the cry. Stop cry. You know, and that way, I want stop cry, but I want you get up for way that to Jews. I want my brother get up. My brother and my life Jews, I tear me apart. Just they tear me apart. They tear me. To be very honest, they tear me apart.
And now the threat of retaliation could tear at this community, with tensions high in a tight zone. What will police be able to effectively suppress retaliatory measures between this escalating conflict that is unfolding between rival gangs in a very tight geographic area?
We have put into place and have always been putting into place operational efforts as well as community policing efforts. But I want to remind the members, the general public, especially those persons living in that area, that they also play a role when it comes to citizen safety and security.
One well-known gang figure from the area has been detained. And we take a break now, but when we come back, we'll look at the double murder in Pomona Village. And you'll hear from a man who says he's been the victim of domestic violence. Stay tuned.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
After you have earned enough V-Bucks, you can spend them. Remember, V-Bucks is as good as cash. It's free money.
Shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Download the V-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy.
V-Bucks, rewarding loyalty.
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe by the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle's sober, it can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and you drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, you know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and team that transport now, and nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears pick me and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you back, and now I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know the same make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And the same make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
No Wi-Fi.
Here's a little. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry.
Yo, bro.
Be happy.
Excuse me, class.
In every life we
Bro, I
have
have smart
some
Echo and smart
trouble.
too.
But when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy.
Wherever the coastal road takes you, don't worry, be happy. Smart has you covered. Smart, bringing people together.
A safer Belize begins with all of us, and the Belize Police Department is taking bold steps to build that future together. The new 2025-2029 Crime Control and Crime Prevention Strategy is transforming policing from the ground up, reforming practices, rebuilding trust, and strengthening accountability. With investments in modern technology, upgraded infrastructure, and smart data-driven tools, officers will respond faster, work smarter, and endeavor to keep communities safer. This plan puts community partnership at its core. It will require more engagement, result in more transparency, and introduce new programs that support our youth, prevent violence, and promote second chances. From fighting gang violence and illegal firearms to confronting emerging threats like cybercrime, the BPD is building stronger, smarter, more specialized teams to protect every Belizean. And with enhanced training and leadership development, our officers are better prepared than ever to serve with integrity and professionalism. The Belize Police Department is rebuilding, reforming, and renewing its commitment to you. Together, we can create a safer, stronger Belize.
As the year ends, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. May your home be filled with love, peace, and joy. We are grateful for your continued trust and loyalty.
You have trusted us with the moments that matter the most, pursuing your dreams, growing your businesses, and building a brighter future. For that trust and confidence, we say thank you. It has been an honor to be a part of your journey. From our Atlantic Bank family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe on the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle's sober, it can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and you drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, you know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and team that transport now, nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears pick me and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you the back, and now I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know the same make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And the same make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
As we told you at the top of the newscast, the old year ended with a frightening spree of violence. And while the mass shooting was the most stunning event, the most tragic was a double murder in Pomona Village on the Hummingbird Highway. At around 11:15 p.m., only 45 minutes before the new year, 23-year-old Yuri Luke Chavarria and Zion Samuel met their demise. Jaliza Roberts takes a deeper look.
Candles are lit and friends and family mourn on the veranda where 23-year-old Yuri Chavarria and Zion Samuel saw their death. They were gunned down in what appears to be a targeted attack led by gunmen on a motorcycle. But they were not the intended targets. Police explained that this location has been known for drug operations.
Have police been able to determine a motive in this incident? Was it a random act? Is there an incident that preceded what occurred?
No motive has been established. However, we do know that the property where the incident occurred is one that police have launched several operations in relation to drugs.
So would you say it is drug related?
I am stating that the residence where the incident occurred is one that the police have visited before in relation to anti-drug operations.
The families of both men declined to comment on the issue, but at the scene of the crime, we found their friends and family gathered there mourning their young lives.
The two young innocent lives they took away from the face of this earth. Two barber where you can go and get a free trim. And they won't tell you anything. They're just some young guys. And Zion left a little girl out there and he's gone. And that is what I know. I tremble because I feel the death of those two guys, Luke and Zion. There is not trouble people. They don't mess around like that. They only smoke the little marijuana. They're not drink. Check. And there's some cool little guys. You can come beg for a little trim to Zion, and Zion will trim you free. You dig? And why they did it, I don't know. So I tremble and all because there's my friend, real friend, check. Younger guys, but I don't know why they took their life away so innocently. 22 years of age, both of them. Man, they have a lot. I'm 40. They have a lot in front of them.
The double murder is part of an emerging pattern in the South. Separate incidents with a common factor.
With this particular crime, is there? I understand we have the event in Independence Village the previous week in Bear Vista, and now this one in Pomona. All of them have a common thread of the suggestion of being drug related. Is there an increased narco activity in the South, or is it just the usual jostling for turf among rival gangs?
I will not be able to say that, Mr. Vasquez. As I said, the investigation into these incidents are ongoing.
For now, the families are left to bury their sons without any real answers. Jaliza Roberts, 7 News.
The main suspect has been detained pending charges. And the Oxford Dictionary defines mass shootings as an attack in which multiple people are shot over a short period of time. And the most common standard is that 4 or more people were shot or killed for it to be a mass shooting. Back in 2022, a shooting in Hopkins that claimed the lives of 2 and left 8 injured, but the commissioner of police at that time disputed whether it could be defined as a mass shooting. Well, today, we took a deeper look into the definition as the 7-person shooting took place in Independence Village. This is what ASP Stacy Smith had to say.
Would you all, I know that mass shootings have a very specific classification, and we see them often in the US. But, I think that the standard term used is when more than 5 persons are injured, and someone is killed, which has happened in this case. But there are varying standards. Would you, ASP Smith, consider this a mass shooting?
As you stated, Mr. Vasquez, there are several ways that mass shootings have been categorized. Some of them are categorized by the motive being that an indiscriminate shooting at multiple persons in a location. There are also very more basic definitions that just involves more than one person's being injured. As I said, what we do know is that one person was the intended target in this situation, and it was when he was fleeing that other persons were injured.
And he's an electrician by trade, but this tradesman has now been charged for drug trafficking. It happened in rural Orange Walk at his home. Here's more from police on that story.
On Wednesday, 31st December at approximately 9:40 p.m., officers attached to the anti-narcotics unit with the aid of K9 personnel executed a search warrant at the residence of Henry Kawich, located in Trinidad Village in Orange Walk District. The search, which was conducted in the presence of Kawich, resulted in the discovery of a plastic bottle which contained 7 transparent bags, each containing several parcels of what is believed to be cocaine. As a consequence of this discovery, police formally arrested and charged Henry William Kawich, a 36-year-old Belizean electrician of Trinidad Village, for the offense of possession of controlled drugs with intent to supply to it 21 grams of cocaine.
Meanwhile, in other news, 37-year-old Harold Palma, a mentally ill man, again could not be arraigned today in the Belize City Magistrates Court after his disruptive behavior prevented the charge from being read or a plea taken. Palma, who appeared naked in his holding cell on New Year's Eve, was brought before the court around 10 a.m. During proceedings, he identified himself by name and age and stated he is a Honduran who has lived in Belize since the age of 11. He told the court he has no fixed address, and Palma repeatedly interrupted the magistrate, used profane language, and made incoherent statements, including saying he smokes crack cocaine, engages in gang activity, and wanted to return to prison, which he referred to as home. Due to his conduct and apparent mental state, the sitting magistrate ordered that Palma be remanded to the Belize Central Prison pending a psychiatric evaluation. And as a result, no plea was taken and the charge was not formally read. He is scheduled to return to court on March 23rd of 2026, pending the outcome of the psychiatric report. Palma is accused of aggravated assault upon police constable Aaliyah Wade. And now we return to one of our top stories where domestic violence, we feature it regularly enough on the news, and 99% of the cases, it's the woman in the relationship making a complaint against an abusive man, whether it be a husband, common law, or boyfriend. But today, an aggrieved man came to our studio to allege that he's the victim and that his common law wife had beaten him and took out his locks. He came with his 2 children who he claims she left him to take care of. He said he came to us because he claims the police refuse to take his complaint. Here's more.
I believe that the authority give women more rights than man, because man go through abuse too, physical and spiritual and mentally, right? I was living to a common law young lady. She went from my job site, right? Beat up me from my job site. Pop out 5 of my locks there. I got a thing right there, so 5 of my locks there, pop out. 5 of them broke up my phone. And I threw back a hand. Because, yes, so a man have been for knock a woman. Now this woman want to paint me bad in the streets, all kind of thing. I abandoned him, pick me there. Left the 2 kids in for me. I went to the police station. I make a report to the police station. The 17th of December, and I get no result. I give me doctor paper. I go to the police station and get no result. When I go for this doctor paper, I come to my daughter hospital, me and she got application. Because Papa want me here again, I bust my chain. Right? He spit on my face. He punched me, so I said, I can't take that, man. I don't want a man. I can't make this woman all the time abuse me and beat me up and thing. So I fight back. I threw her 2 hand back. I explained to the police I threw her 2 hand back. Only say if you left me alone. No, you want to call me a family court and that kind of thing, and you don't care for your own kids. Like we push out. All gentlemen, you go through a situation, not afraid to speak out. Physical, verbally, spiritual abuse. Not afraid to speak out. Please, not afraid to speak out. Right? We need good man who are raising kids. Man who are stand for their kids. Man who are stand for their family.
We will keep following up on this story and bring you updates. Meanwhile, in other news, the Belize Postal Service has resumed sending shipments to the United States, along with many other postal services worldwide. They were forced to suspend shipments to the U.S. in August. That's after the U.S. canceled what is known as the de minimis exemption, which allowed imports of less than $800 to enter the U.S. duty tax free. Under this new requirement, all packages entering the United States, regardless of value, are now subject to custom duties and taxes. So, what happens now? Well, the Belize Postal Service will now process shipments through the Universal Postal Union's Delivered Duty Paid Global Solution, which allows for calculation and collection of U.S. duties and taxes prior to shipping, which leads to faster customs clearance upon arrival. A press release from the post office says the adoption of the UPU's DPP solution ensures that Belizean businesses, especially micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, retain uninterrupted access to customers in the United States. And we take a break now, but when we come back, we'll show you the first baby of the new year at the KHMH. She's named Chosen. Stay tuned for more news.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7. Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
We continue our newscast with a story from Interpol. Interpol Belize has issued an alert to all formations following the theft of a chlorine gas cylinder in Mexico, described as a high-risk public safety concern. According to an internal police message circulated today, Interpol Mexico received a bulletin from Mexican authorities reporting the theft. The stolen cylinder contains chlorine gas and was stolen from a well in Michoacan, Mexico. And while the Mexicans classify it as high risk, according to local experts we spoke to, they don't think it's coming here. They say chlorine gas has very limited demand in Belize and is only imported on special order, mainly for use by shrimp farms and for disinfecting surfaces in food processing, that is. While chlorine gas is hazardous and can cause respiratory failure, it is not something that commonly circulates locally and should not be handled casually. And now we return to one of our top stories this evening. Many of us may feel we were born at just the right time, but a baby born on New Year's Day may have a special case to make for that distinction. They are born at the dawn of the new year, a most auspicious time when all of us feel we can start anew. And that's why this year's first at the KHMH is a female infant named Chosen. Our very own Clifford Mejia has this story.
At exactly 2:03 p.m. on New Year's Day, the first baby of the year made her grand entrance. Her name is Chosen, a fitting name for a child born at the very moment of a new chapter. Her arrival marks the first birth of the year at KHMH and the only one recorded on New Year's Day. It's her 27-year-old mother's firstborn, and she told us about her experience.
I'm nervous, but I'm just happy that my baby called healthy, strong, and we both okay with the grace of God.
Is this your first baby?
Yes, she is. Well, for ever since, even if I'm a boy or a girl, I say my baby name may be Chosen. I just love the name because I may always believe and I may have kids.
But Chosen Ramos didn't choose the time of her arrival. She was born via C-section.
So we contacted Dr. Nicholas like around 1 p.m. and we realized that she's not progressing anymore. So we decided to take her in for an emergency C-section due to failure to progress. And she delivered at 2:03 p.m. a healthy female neonate, 7 pounds 4 ounces, and there were no complications with the surgery. Both mom and baby are fine.
More than fine, because Chosen and her parents were showered with gifts from the annual sponsors, Suncast Limited.
This has been taking place long before I worked at Suncast. I'm working there for over 20 years, so we are committed, to continuing doing this, and this is our working into our 100 years anniversary with Suncast Limited. So we have something special additionally this year to give to the baby who was born first, and we continue to do it because this is what we do as a great corporate company, and of course, giving back to our community that has served us. 100 years, it's not easy. So we're giving today what we usually do. Stuff for the baby and the mom, Huggies, Kotex or quality brands, 7Cs of course, Ovaltine. We stick with the guidelines that the hospital of course goes with. We do not give any milk brands to the mom nor the baby, but we are committed for the first 100 days of the baby's life to give her a case of diaper and wipes.
Clifford Mejia, 7 News.
The newborn weighed 7 pounds, 5 ounces. Meanwhile, in a notice that went out last month, the Belize Bank formally notified policyholders that it will no longer act as an agent for GK Life Insurance Caribbean Limited effective December 31st, 2025. The notice informs that as a result, all group life insurance policies tied to loans and credit cards through the bank will come to an end on that date. While existing coverage remains valid until the end of 2025, customers will no longer be insured under GK Life once the group policies terminate. So, what does it mean for policyholders? 2 weeks ago, we spoke with Alma Gomez, supervisor of the Office of the Supervisor of Insurance and Private Pensions, who says the full impact on policyholders is still being assessed. Here's more.
What happens to the customers that had insurance? The customers, we have requested right now a listing. We did request additional information from both the company and the corporate agent. So we're awaiting that information. Once we have that, then we would know what is going to be the impact, if any, to customers. At this point in time, we're still analyzing that data. Well, we're waiting for the data so that we would analyze what would be. But on a licensing issue, when an insurance policy is issued, that insurance policy has a lifetime. So you would have to look at what is the lifetime of a policy, how long is the period, what period is covered, what is covered. So you have to look at the policy itself. It's not just saying this is what's going to happen with a particular customer or a particular line of business. This is an agency agreement that is no longer going to be there. This is not a case where you have liquidation that carries much more things. For example, the Clico case that we had. So this is a particular issue that has to be looked at differently.
We will be following up next week and bring you more updates. And that's all we have for you on 7 News on this Friday night. Thank you so much for watching. I am Miriam Abdul-Kawi. You can find a full transcript of the news at 7newsbelize.com and see the streaming video on our Facebook page. Have a good night and a great weekend, and join for Craig back here on Monday at the same time. Have a good night, folks.